This is lecture 10 of Computer Science 147 course, Computer Architecture. This lecture will talk about multiplication and division, uh, like specifically saying digital circuitry of multiplication and digital circuitry of division. In order to do that, we'll also a little bit review back how the multiplication and division works in the paper pencil method that we used to do in like a middle school or maybe elementary schools, and those methods are still relevant and they are practically implemented for binary number system on digital circuit. Let's take an example of paper pencil binary multiplication process, and this is same as your decimal numbers multiplication process, like two decimal numbers. If you multiply on the paper pencil, multiple digit decimal numbers you want to multiply on a paper pencil, the process you follow is same as the process followed for paper pencil binary multiplication. Okay, so these numbers are 1 0 0 0. Those are, just assume they are binary, they are not decimal number, they are binary number representation. So we are essentially multiplying 8 with 9, so our result should be 72, right? So as you recall, like two terms, we have specific name for them. One is called multiplicand and another is called multiplier. So here in this example, multiplicand is decimal 8, which is in binary 1000, and multiplier is decimal 9, which is in binary representation it is 1001. So before we proceed further, just to recall, this binary has two digits, right? 0 and 1. So anything you multiply with 0 is 0, right? Just like decimal, it's 0 multiplied by anything is always 0. And since we have only two digits in binaries, so we can actually well establish a truth table there, like 0 multiplied by 0 is 0, 0 multiplied by 1 is 0, 1 multiplied by 0 is 0, and 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. Okay, and you can well imagine that's nothing but a logical AND operation, right? That the whole truth table if you construct for 1 bit multiplication. So I think that's the one reason why we actually represents in a Boolean expression and as a dot. Okay, and as a dot, like if I want to say A and B, we basically in operator notation we give A dot B, right? And dot, coincidentally, on the arithmetic world, it's a multiplication. And as we just seen, 1 bit for to 1 bit, and is also gives a multiplication result, basically. Like if I make a multiplication result truth table for 1 bit, it's basically an AND logic. Okay, so with that note, so what will happen, we'll start with the LSB of the multiplier. Okay, LSB of the multiplier we start with, and if I multiply that with a multiplicand, I get the same value 1000, right? And then we go for the second one, and 0 multiplied by the multiplicand is 4 bit of 0, but we write it down that 0000 by shifting 1 bit towards the left, right? 1 bit position, we make a gap, we make a room for another 0. Let's say this is like low lighted here, the other 0 that we placed, but we kind of shift the position as we used to do for the decimal multiplication on paper pencil, right? We shift for the second row, we shift one position. So we are doing the same thing here. And next one, we pick up next 0 and we put that 0 multiplied by multiplicand is 4 bit 0, and we write it down by shifting one more position, and we are assuming the rest of the part is basically 0. and then another last MSB 1 multiplied by multiplicand, it's 1 0 0 0, and we shift further 1 bit. And what we'll do, we'll basically go and sum up all these rows. And you can also imagine, like, for the all the rows basically has 8 bit. If you start prepending zeros into each of the row, if it is not becoming an 8 bit result, so we can append, we are appending 0 by the process and prepending 0 to make every columns of addition very similar. Like it becomes like a 4 bit addition on each column, but nonetheless we'll add them, and that comes to like 1 0 0 1 0 0 0, and that is your multiplication result, which is 72. By the way, to be strictly speaking, like if you think of digital circuitry, it's basically the result is 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 0, because 4 bit multiplication should give a 8 bit result, just to accommodate the entire range of the multiplication table. So 32 bit should give 64 bit result. Okay, so here on the paper pencil we just computed 7 bit, and we can prepend 1 0, make it a 8 bit, just to make it a complete scenario for digital circuit. Now let's try to understand a little bit more, like behind the scene, how we can view this multiplication process so that we can actually implement it on digital circuit. Okay, so let's say we have like two registers, one 8 bit register which holds the multiplicand was, remember, it's 1 0 0 0. So this 8 bit multiplicand will hold 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0, and multiplier is 4 bit 1 0 0 1. Now with that, I pick up, like from these two register, 8 bit register, 4 bit register, I pick up the LSB and multiply. And multiply, you all know it is AND basically, right? So we multiply, and the result become like 1 0 0 0 prepended with 0 0 0 0, just make it an 8 bit result from that first stage. And then we left shift the multiplicand by 1, okay, and right shift the multiplier by 1. Okay, so what we are essentially making here is your bit shifted out, so that instead of sliding this purple window towards the left, we are keeping the purple window staying at the same place, but shifting the register so that under that purple window, which is fixed at LSB position, we can pick up the bit. Okay, because on the hardware digital side, you cannot implement a like sliding window there and kind of scrutinize each of the bits from right to left, right? So this strategy is like you just pick up LSB position always, but you keep on shifting the multiplier so that under the LSB position you are getting all the bits that you need to multiply with the multiplicand. And why the multiplicand need to shift to the right? Remember, like if we are shifting on the paper pencil method, we are shifting the result, the partial multiplication result at each stage, we are shifting one position, right? Assuming we are padding up another zeros at the end, right? So it is kind of a shift operation itself. So that's why, and shift operation towards the right. Okay, so that's why we are making this multiplicand bit shifted towards the right, and then we are making our multiplication with the zeros, which is all zeros. So here the gray part is what is not on the paper pencil method. The black part is what we actually write down on the paper pencil method. That's what the significance of the black and gray here. But try to imagine what is the equivalent format or equivalent form we are trying to do with the whole 8-bit. And also one difference from the from your paper pencil method is that we at each step we do the partial sum, right? In the paper pencil method, what we did, we computed all the 4 rows first and then added one time, right? Like last time you added all these 4 rows, right? In the digital circuit, we just keep on adding, keep on doing the partial sum as we progress. That's kind of very equivalent. You do it at the end or do it at the each step. Mathematically, it's the same operations, but it will ease up our digital circuit. So we are computing partial sum in this method. Once the partial sum is done, we repeat the process. Left shift multiplied by 1, right shift multiplied by 1, and do the multiplication, do the partial sum. And one more, shifts operation on the both register, multiplication, add, and we get final result, right? So we make 4 shifting, for like 3 shifting basically in this process, so that we get hold of the MSB and we are done. Maybe we could have done a 4th shift and just to make sure everything goes okay, but we'll see. Okay, we'll see what is the more unified process would be to make a uniform digital circuit.